So what I want to talk about now is leveling up your ticket, leveling up your cards, right? And of course you've seen the video, you know what I'm talking about, but there's something else I've noticed. When you've got a very high ranking card, you might find it very difficult to upgrade because of course the probability goes down the stronger the card is, right? So at level 1 your card is pretty easy to upgrade, and of course if you just fill it with materials you're gonna get to level 30. That's not a problem, but that's not gonna upgrade the skill. So for example here, right here we have the Unme no Ya card for Orochi Shomi, sorry. And what I'm going to do here is chuck in a whole load of cards. And as you can see, that does nothing to the skill level up. And as you can see, but it will boost the CP. And that's another thing why people keep asking about. How do you get a character to have a high CP? Combat points. You need to buff it. So there you go. It will give you overall stat increase. Right? But then your skill, as you can see here, is still level 1. Now, as you all know, it's a purple card. So you want to use purple cards. And it will give it, as you can see here, a percentage to skill the level up. Whoa. Right, hold on. And 69 is not so great. I'm going to go for 87. I'm not going to go for 100 because I'm cheap and I want to save my cards. Like 70% is kind of borderline. I could do 50, but as you can see, I've got 4 cards. I'm going to do it. Come on! I'm going to completely waste these cards now. You're going to make myself look silly. But you know what? It's a gamble. It's like saving cards, not saving cards. There's something to do. Hey, we got it. So that was a risk. You should go for 100% every time. But you know, you could be lucky and save yourself some resources. As you can see, I've got no more big purple cards. And of course, you could mix them up with a couple of other cards, but it's not really recommended. But as you go up the levels, you'll see that it gets more difficult. Let me just throw these cards away because I don't really care. 80%, yeah, go on. Level 2, why not? So, as I'll talk about that in a second actually, hold on. Let me do this. Right. Wow. I didn't get to level 3. Did you see that? That was like 80%. And no, it wasn't good enough. So as you can see, if you don't get 100%, that's life, isn't it? So when you run out of these cards, you're going to think to yourself, well, I need other cards. And you might notice, remember in the previous video, we talked about leveling up your other cards. So when this finishes loading, I can show you, as you can see, there's a variety of cards here. Some have been leveled up to the max, but their skill level is still low. Now the funny thing is that of course you should be using your duplicates. You don't keep your duplicates unless you need them, like for example the cooler cards, right? But some of these cards, especially the level 3 and level 4, they are in the long run, they are useless to you. They are absolutely crap. They're just pointless. Like this card here, level 1, it's a 5-star card and it will give you 62%. I don't recommend doing that because your 5-star cards, you can exchange them for another 5-star card. So leave your 5-star cards alone. Don't touch them. But the 4-star cards and the 3-star cards are for sure stuff that you want to get rid of. So for example, this level 1 card here, it's only 18.5%. But this one, level 20, it's 100%. Now hold on a second, because let's have a comparison. Level 17, level 8, 100%. Level 20, 86.9. And I think this one has not been evolved. When you evolve them, they get a higher rate. Look at that, that's 18.9. This one I want to use, but I can't touch it because it's equipped. Here's another example, 18.5, 100%, and I haven't even evolved it, 100%. So what I'm saying is keep an eye on your cards, use the duplicates, but you don't have to max them out to the maximum to use them. This one here is 38, this one's 25, 38, And you know what I'm going to do? Because some of these cards I really do not care about at all. So they actually are totally there to be used. So for example, this one, right? Level 8, skill level 2. Remember that, 43%. That's kind of meh. But if we go over here, let's go find that card. There it is. The hiding card. Level 2 at the moment. It's quite poor. We're gonna whack on some cards here and bring it up to... Oops, that's too much. That's too much as well. Oh, jeez, man. Whatever, I've got loads of cards. So now it's a level 20. Alright, I'm gonna go back. Go back to my specials. Go back to Shermie. Level up. And let's go find that card again. Let's see if it makes a difference. I had some cards to show you earlier, but I spent them. And it's 43.4. Not sure that made much of a difference, to be honest. But let's go back to that card again. Where'd he go? There he is. And hopefully I've got some cards in stock. Oh, I don't. Isn't that fantastic? Alright, hold on. 1 second. I'll use a skip card to make this quick. What we're going to do is we're going to try and evolve it and see... Did they say they wanted the normal one? I think it was normal, right? Just go back. Yeah, it's normal. Normal level. Okay, normal. Yeah, whatever. Auto clear. Don't skank me. Give me the card I want. Okay, that's good. Okay, now I can evolve it. Choo-choo! And it's now a level 5 card. Right, got a level 5 card. And what we're going to do is press the right button. Go to my card here. And level up. Let's go find that card. I think that's the one right there, isn't it? Yeah, it's level 2. And now it's 100%. Notice that I have not leveled it up again. I've only evolved it. It's level 1, so I could still throw on a whole lot of material cards, but in effect, for this case, for this scenario right now, that would be a waste. So you got to keep an eye on your cards and don't throw all the resources on them until you actually need it. So for example, a higher card might not take this as 100%. Let's have a look. So for example, this Shermie card here is already level 6. So if I pick that card now, there, it's only 47.1%. But of course, if you start adding these cards together, then you're going to make up your 100%. And the idea is really, when you've got a very valuable card, you want to make sure that's 80 or 90% to use. And you don't want to be wasting those cards. And obviously, you want to get your card to 100%, level 10, max it out, and you're going to have the super CP. Now, I'm not going to decide what card to use on that one yet. Look at that. I've got... Wait a minute. What the hell? Is that a watch? So that's the end of that little tutorial. So I hope that helps you decide on what card to use when you want to upgrade your card's CP and skill level. Don't throw all your resources straight onto the card and then use it as an upgrade material. Think about it, watch the upgrades, watch the levels, and then you don't have to waste any resources. Okay?